know what I want, get no fuss what you want.
Woosah, fuck the hoopla. I saw what I saw, fuck what you saw. I've been on my day to day. Disappear like David Blaine. I'm talking woosah,
fuck the hoopla. I saw what I saw, fuck what you saw. I've been on my day to day. Disappear like David Blaine.
Hey, how are ya? Welcome to That's Gross Hockey Podcast. I got Wattsburg, I got Jibber here with me. I'm Mike. How you guys doing?
Doing well, Mike. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. JB, you here?
I am here. I'm doing good, boys. Glad to be on another pod with you. Mike's on the beach right now. Looks like he's living his best life.
That I am. How about you with the little rehab, one step at a time, 1% better every day?
Pretty much, man. Day by day, hockey cliche. Got beat up today in physical therapy, but hopefully it just keeps making it so I can move my leg a little bit more and more.
And that's all that matters, man, at the end of the day. Mobility. I do have some breaking news to break that just came up across my screen here.
You ran into the litter boy again?
Jake posted a shirtless picture on his Instagram and he was not looking for attention from women. That's actually the first time I've ever seen that, so I just kind of wanted to throw it to you, JB, and see what your thoughts were on that.
Yeah, I mean he'll say there was no intention, but there was a little bit. I get his side of it too. I respect it. Seems like a great event. For what it is, obviously. But I think Jake, I mean, dude, good for you, man. Honestly, you looked ripped. I mean, why not show it off a little bit, right?
Thank you. Let me clarify for the audience that have absolutely no idea what these boys are talking about right now. So,
Oh, shut the hell up. Look, man, you do look good, and it is a good cause. So it's good that you guys get together and you do that. Love you, buddy. Like that's all great. But let's be fucking for real right now. You're posting it for a reason, no? I mean, I'm
No,
not even, it's
dude,
not an
I'm just-
accusation.
it was
It's
just-
more of just like, of course. Like, why else would you be posting shirtless pics? Like, you're working
it's just
out.
it's a good event to honor my aunt that passed away. It was just the pictures that I had. My mom started taking flicks, so I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, if I didn't look
She's
good,
like, Jake,
if I
flex a
didn't
little
look good in
more
the
right here.
picture,
Look at me,
I
Jake.
wouldn't have posted it. But like, yeah, I don't know. It was a good time.
Yeah. You
Got a
did-
lot of, I will say, boys, I got a lot of females liking it, which I was surprised about. Some ex-girlfriends liking it too. So,
but he didn't post it for that, though.
I did not post it for that
Just
reason.
want to make that
Kids smiling ear to
You
ear.
can call
right
me a
now.
liar all you want, but it's just a good pick.
I mean, you were grabbing some invisible like barbell next to you, but Jake, you're kind of the king of that, though. It's like, just no, I'm just what would you do with the cup? Probably bring it to the children's hospital. Just give back to the community.
Here we
Yeah, it's
go.
just a good event. I just, it's like, come on, man.
Mike,
We're the
Mike,
boys.
I did hear that when he wakes up in that closet behind him, there's like a huge cape. He just throws it on, starts his day,
Yeah.
drinks only black coffee, no sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Hero. Guy's a hero.
Hero. Put that on a t-shirt. Nah, Jake, we're just razzing you, man. It's all love.
I like it, boys. Honestly, I feel like you're gassing me up, so I like it.
You did look good. Like that's where I'm coming from. But I like if I was posting that in the back of my head, I'd be like, some chicks are gonna see it, and like what I'm saying. So it's
Mike would be refreshing the story every 10 seconds.
my thing is that
Anyone like it?
how many views we got? My thing is that like I just don't get how you can't admit it. Like, just admit it.
There's nothing to admit. I just
All right,
posted
all right, we're moving on.
my aunt's workout.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Yeah, guys, not much hockey to talk. Anything you guys are into lately in the summer? Anything you want to talk about? Give me something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a men's league story from last week. So as you guys know, bit of a men's league beauty over here. not to pump my own tires, but love men's league. I'm normally in 2 leagues, just one for right now. But we had a game at Sacred Heart in Fairfield last week. So if you didn't know, that's it's kind of deep for me, like 45 minutes. Game was at 10:20 p.m. We only had 7 guys.
That's prime time.
We ran 2 defensemen and 5 forwards. Our defenseman stayed on the ice for the entire game. Didn't get off once. The only time one defenseman got off once, but it was because he took a penalty. So he had 58 minutes, or no, we played 15-minute period. So 43 minutes logged. But I think that's like an insane thing. Like, hats off to those guys. They're absolute troopers, both from Guilford. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, boys?
Well, first, give him a little shout out, man. I mean,
Justin and Shane, shout out to you boys.
facts.
Absolute beauties.
Yeah, I mean that couple clicks. That is a lot of minutes for sure. I mean, I do want to say as a goalie, I play the whole time, but
All right.
I mean, no, that's great. That is great though.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Is that it? I thought you said you had multiple stories.
No, that's it. Besides us just blowing leads constantly and losing in overtime, that's about it. Nothing new.
Well, at least you're in it. I actually skated for the first time in a little bit last night. It was good. It's fun, man. You kind of sometimes you get a little sick of it, and that just means you're kind of hammering it too much and take a break. And now I'm like, I got to get back out there more. So
Yeah.
good stuff. I know this is a sore subject for
You
Jake.
guys like walking too, or
Yeah, you know what else is really good is bending completely at my knees, picking things up that I drop.
uh,
No, but there was something that I wanted to actually do on this one. We've had one guest. I wanted to get Canavan on, JB. And the only reason for that, I'm giving him a little bit of a hard time, but he was talking to me the other day. We met for lunch. He was in the area. He was talking to me about AI and the future of AI, dude. And first of all, I do want to say that that kid is actually like, I don't know, he's rounding it out, man. Like we all go through rough patches. I've been a moron for 98% of my life, but he's rounding it out, man. He's really into the investment game and looking at all that stuff. So I figured we could have him on and kind of while the summer's boring and just shoot the shit with him and get his thoughts on some of that stuff. Because he honestly did have a lot of knowledge about it, but he was talking about like the future of AI being you go to a drive-through and the entire thing is AI. And they're already starting that process, which is kind of crazy because like we've all heard about that and stuff, but it really is happening right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
You go to McDonald's and order a drink, that drink dispenser is already going. Like,
dude, I went to Wendy's like a week ago, and you pull up to the thing, you have the menu, and the voice that's coming out is all AI. So it wasn't even a person that took my order.
it's fucked, man. I
It
mean,
was all AI driven. It was crazy.
I don't know how much the food, like you just said, drinks. Obviously, that's relatively simple, but the food is very simple. I don't know if places are doing that yet, but one of the things he mentioned was SoundHound. So I threw a little money in that.
I have money in that too.
Yeah, I've invested. Actually, he told me about it a while ago, and then he brought it up again. He thinks it's gonna like go to 100 at the end of this year. And honestly, he gave me good advice before. Nvidia, I got Nvidia pretty low because of him, and
What'd you get it at? I'm a huge investor guy too, so
yeah,
I would
yeah,
like to.
yeah. He told me around, I forget when it was, but I think I was at 100, and it's at 150 or something now.
No, it's at one. It's been going from like 165 to 174.
Yeah, and I
This
have
week.
like 10 shares of it or 9 shares
Damn.
of it. So
Yeah, so you're up like $500,
yeah,
$600.
so not a bad guy to have around. So that was interesting to me, and I guess you guys too. So it's real. I don't know. That's really all I had on that. He was supposed to come on, but he said he was hanging with his girlfriend. Didn't want it bad enough. Didn't want to come on the biggest hockey show. He did say he was a listener though. So there's one of the 17 right there. But
No.
yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks for listening to the
I wanted to say I saw something actually on Marcus's page, so shout out to him. But Pasternak helping convince Matej Blumel
Oh yeah.
to sign with the Bees. I thought that was pretty interesting, and I mean the guy's points were pretty legit in the A.
Yeah.
It's pretty sought after too, from what I've heard in the last couple of days.
Yeah, so the teams that were presented on this were Utah, LA, Dallas, the Bruins, Pittsburgh, Winnipeg, and Detroit were the teams that were in the mix.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if it could be like Frank Petrano situation. He kind of lit it up and got a spot. So, I mean, we'll see. But they got a lot of guys. You know what else I saw is that Carolina was in on Matt Tkachuk 3 years ago.
I think they're
Imagine.
always kind of in on everybody.
I know that is true. Well, the video that I put out the other day, the Quinn Hughes video, it's doing pretty well on YouTube, and so I want to keep making videos like that because I think that's really the most unique thing on the channel or on the across any of the social medias. There's a ton of people on social media doing hockey stuff, so trying to be a little different with that. But it did remind me of the conversation we were having before about I don't know his name, Jim Hughes, the father. How much would you guys, or how about this? I'll rephrase this. 5-10 years down the line, you guys are married. Beautiful woman. Beautiful, gorgeous. Exactly what you're thinking in your head is your ideal woman. It all works out. Now, the only thing that goes wrong is that you're trying to have a kid and nothing's happening. You're filling the tank, you know what I'm talking about, and nothing's happening. And so you go to the doctor and you're like, what's going on? And you find out you're infertile. How much would you pay for Jim Hughes to, legally, not physically, in a facility with doctors, inseminate your wife?
I mean, I'd take a loan for $1 million.
Jeez.
A loan? I guess that's probably
Yeah, I don't have any liquid assets that I could just give up for $1 million, but
Oh,
I'm saying
you
it's
know, $1 million?
a number that I would be willing to do would be that, dude. I think the ROI on that's pretty solid if it pans out like the other three.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you got 3 kids who are, what do we say, top 10? Quinn Hughes was 8 or so. Jack was 1. Luke was 4. And do they have any other kids? They have a sister who's like a pro tennis player or something?
I thought you were gonna say a protester.
Yeah, she protests. She's a liberal.
I don't know. See, like my number was way different from JB. I was thinking like 10 grand, like max. I mean, the million sounds crazy, but
Well, you were more thinking of what you have, and he was more thinking of an investment. So you're both, I get where you're both coming from. Point is a lot of money because that guy's loads are clearly potent.
clearly working.
Yeah. How about this? Some JB made, we've yet to post, but maybe we will right after this drops, is the NHL Superhuman Creation Lab. If you had to pick 2 different players in the NHL or just in history, and let's just say like all of their attributes, like you can just take, you're just combining them pretty much. Who would you be? Who would you pick? I'm sorry. I'm going to go first on this one. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go first because I know what happens if I go first. You guys are just going to be like, here we go. You took the answer, right? So
I'm gonna stick with mine on the graphic.
Well, I'm sure we could use the same one you used. Be like,
that's not
right?
TV, Jake.
Okay, I'll fucking kill myself then.
All right, I'll lead us off. So yeah, if I'm creating a superhuman, I'm gonna go, and also player, right? like taking these both players, their attributes.
He's
Definitely
take
gonna definitely gonna go Zdeno Chara, Connor McDavid.
Oh.
I think a blend of those two would be insanity.
Imagine a guy Zdeno Chara's size skating as fast as McDavid does.
With the hands too.
Wouldn't look real.
That'd be insane. Be like LeBron James of hockey.
6'9" and a ballerina.
Hell yeah, Jake. Bring back Jack Edwards, man. Give him however much pot he needs and just get him back in the booth. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly like so sad that his voice went because like he had so much left in him. I feel like, and he loved that dude. He would do that past retirement for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, would you say his voice went? It seemed like
Yeah, he got some like voice, like something with his voice where he couldn't like speak fluently anymore. I don't know if you heard him talk recently, but it's like it's gotten kind of bad.
oh, I mean, it was bad on TV.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was no hiding that, but I just didn't know what it was. Like, I don't know. I thought
I
it
don't know
was like a
exactly.
cognitive, like it
I
was
watched
brain.
yeah, I watched some video on it. It wasn't he said it wasn't a neurological thing. Like
Oh,
he had gone through all these tests and it was just like almost like a speech impediment. Like as he was trying to speak, it was almost like I don't know if the thoughts were going too fast or and he just could not get the words out. And then I think by trying to rush it, this was the product you got. So
it's like us in the back of Amanda's car, eh? When
trying to chirp Jake, dude.
she got the prize, just too excited. He's getting ahead of himself. Yeah, I mean, it's almost kind of like the hockey karmic gods or something. I don't know, just something got to him where it was like, all right, you've done it long enough. Like it just
Then we ended up with Judd.
Judd. The name's pretty fitting, honestly.
Yeah, the guy's a dud.
He's a milk dud. Yeah, he kind of sucks. How you guys feeling about the bees? You excited about it? You kind of just
Are we
feeling
not
that?
gonna like continue this question? Or are
Oh,
we
I'm
just
sorry. I'm sorry. What was your answer, Jake? I completely forgot.
I'm actually gonna go with two Bruins here. Dude, David Pastrnak and Patrice Bergeron.
That's a good one. I like that. You got yeah, both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I thought you were gonna expand on that. Sorry if I stole your thunder there.
No, it's okay. I don't know. I think it speaks for itself, honestly. So
Yeah, you're right. We'd just be wasting our time. All right. My answer as the resident goalie on the show was Dustin Bufflin and Sergei Bobrovsky. Imagine that mutant in the net.
It would be
yeah,
insane.
Because you got Bobrovsky's so good, like he's so flexible. He's just like low. But if he was, I don't know how big Buff is, how big Buff is.
He is big.
6'4". How big is Big Buff? If Big Buff could be big. Sorry, that was autism there. Yeah, he's probably like 6'4", something like that, 250 pounds. Put that in the net with Bobrovsky's
Fact check on that. He is 6'5", 265 pounds. So pretty close.
6'5", 200.
I was gonna say, I think you're selling him a little short there.
Dude, how about that guy's career? Like he straight up just like dipped. He was still at the prime sort of his career. And he just said, fuck this, I'm out.
I also think like what he did was like one of the coolest things. Like he like played forward and defenseman for a while. I don't know if you guys remember that. Like it was him and Brett Burns doing it. That was the only people I could ever remember doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I mean,
remember.
is doing it too, but that guy's a pigeon.
Wait, was he actively was he switching back and forth? Or are you saying he started as a forward and then moved to a defenseman?
I mean, I was young when he was doing it, but I want to say like it would like some games he'd be playing forward, some games he'd be playing defenseman. But I mean,
Well, it makes sense, dude.
another fact check here because I don't remember that well.
No, I mean, imagine like being a Matt Grzelcyk defenseman and Dustin Bufflin dumps the puck in. I am
Check.
absolutely just getting rid of that thing. I might even just pretend I didn't see the puck.
A winger's nightmare and just wrap that thing around the boards.
Hell yeah. Yeah, if there's nothing else on that, I did one thing I wanted to ask you guys is it just reminded me because I called him a mutant, but what do you guys define a mutant as? For anybody who isn't familiar with the term mutant, how would you describe a mutant? Or give me an example not using Dustin Bufflin. Jake.
Someone that's just like a sicko, like willing to do whatever it takes, throw their body on the line. Like something that comes to mind for me is Gregory Campbell in 2013, just laying his body on the line. Like he's an absolute mutant for that. Broke his leg on a Evgeny Malkin slap shot, like mutant.
I like it. JB, anything to add to that?
I mean, I agree with that. I definitely think like you're on the bench. Gregory Campbell does that. You're like, dude, that guy's an absolute mutant. Outside of that, yeah, I mean, someone that also throws some massive hits. Milan Lucic, saw him for a lot of years. Guy literally put a guy through the glass. So, I mean,
Oh, is that the end of your sentence there?
I think we lost him.
no, I'm still here. That's all I had.
Oh, okay.
Just most sentences don't end in I mean. I
Yeah.
thought you were still going there.
Luch is a great example there.
Luch is a good one for sure. Yeah, Bufflin was definitely mine. So the way I described it was a player with freakish ability, size, skill, or a combination of all things, not normal. So, I mean, I think of guys like, yeah, Luch, Chara, Bufflin,
Throw Sean Thornton in there while you're at it.
Sean Thornton. See, for me, it usually goes to size, like freakish size as well. Like Ryan Reeves, he's a mutant, right? I mean, he looks so different than 90% of hockey players.
Rempe.
Yeah, I'd say Rempe's a mutant. And it's more of it's a compliment. It's a compliment in the way of like you're kind of like Frankenstein, but we love it. Because we're in the dog days, maybe we can discuss a little bit of your favorite hockey memories. So 2011, what was your favorite moment from 2011? I know we are all 10, 11 years old. Favorite moment, 2011. Go. I'm not going to go first because you're going to chirp me for stealing the best one.
I mean, easy ones obviously like seeing them raise the cup, but like I'm not gonna say that. Um, I mean, literally look at any moment in those playoffs, like it was all special. Beating Montreal, game 7 in overtime after being down 2-0, the redemption against Philly, the legendary game 7 against Tampa. I mean, it's hard to pick one. I mean, I'd say the Nathan Horton OT winner against Montreal was the best.
It's a good pick. Horton was a beast in that
Oh, dude.
playoff front till he got
When
crushed.
I don't know what you guys were thinking because I mean we were like 10 years old, but like when he went down, I was like, it's gonna be so tough to beat them without him because
Yeah.
he seems like he always came up in the big moments, just clutched up. I mean, I think he had like 3 or 4 game winning goals in that playoff run.
You're right. He was a go-to goal scorer for them and they couldn't score. And that's one of the things that sparked this thought because that was so clutch of them to do what they did after that. Because I don't know if you remember, but that was the first game at the Garden in the final. So they were
Yeah,
down 0-2 and their best goal scorer just got crushed in front of 17,000.
yeah,
Guys drinking out of a straw, sitting in a black room. So I remember after that, there was like maybe a period and a half where they were just, you could tell they were kind of lost out there. And they were probably all thinking of like the human element of it where they're just like, maybe we're fucked and also hopefully my teammate's okay. But yeah, good call there. JB, what are you thinking? You've had plenty of time.
Yeah, I mean, I think a sick clip to go back to is the Bruins beating that 1-3-1 against Tampa. Just the setup on that. Krejci over to Horton backdoor tap in.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nice. Good stuff. For me, it was I'm gonna pick two because it's tough for me to decide, but the Tim Thomas save against Tampa where it banked off the wall.
Now,
And you remember that one? Oh, Downey, yeah. Yeah, and he dove back with the stick. Unreal. Like that one was one of those where you're like, you can't fucking beat this guy, dude. It doesn't matter what you do. Because that was a purposeful bank shot because he plays so aggressively and it was just like, suck it. Suck it, Vancouver. And then the second one was the hit on Sedin that Tim Thomas made. Because that was legendary as well. Just the puck's up in the air. I remember he said after, he's like, usually when a puck is up in the air and a player grabs it in the air and he's going to put it down to his stick and he's near the net, they almost always score, right? Because you don't really know where they're going to put it down. They're at an advantage. So you're just like, fuck it. I'm going to crush them. So,
you know what I actually found myself watching last night? I don't know. It was probably like 10 o'clock, laying in bed. Do you guys remember NHL 36?
yes. Well, yeah, that was they followed the camera followed him around.
Yeah, so I ended up watching the Patrice Bergeron episode last night just randomly, and it like made me think like that was such a good idea. Like, I mean, I know they're kind of doing a little bit stuff like that with the Amazon stuff coming out every summer, and that's going to be really good when it comes out this summer. I think they did one on
That one's
Landeskog
coming
like
out this summer.
what? Yeah,
Oh.
or maybe like September-ish. I can't remember what it came
Based
out.
on this last playoffs.
I think it was the whole season last year, yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, I mean, they should bring something like that back. I don't know. I remember that being a huge thing when I was younger.
Definitely. Yeah, I love that 36. The Amazon documentary series, whatever it is, was really good too. Had a lot of cool content in it. They got to do more stuff like that, man.
Yeah. I remember like being a kid, like just like dying to watch like anything I possibly could on like my favorite team and like behind the scenes.
Mm.
Like I know we have behind the B, but it's like,
Oh, dude, it kind of sucks now, honestly.
yeah, it's a little
They don't
point.
show shit at
Yeah.
all. Like, I get it. You don't want to show too much, but it's like, it's just kind of lame now, I think.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing, though. Yeah, that's how you know you're down bad, eh, Jake? You're just watching Bergeron 36-hour videos at like 11:30 at night.
Nah, it just came up on my TikTok for you page, and I was like, good watch. You know what I do end up watching a lot? You referred to it earlier. I don't know if you realize it's what it's from, but the 2011 like documentary on like them winning. I literally have it sitting right next to my bed, like the hard disk.
Oh, yeah.
I watched that like I'll just come home from drunk like in college, like 3 a.m. Just like oh, watching the Stanley Cup video.
I know, man. They should have had more. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's another thought I was thinking of yesterday. Like 2011, blow that lead against Philly. They're
2010,
going. What did I say?
2011. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To blow that lead against Philly, like they're going to the Cup Finals if they win that series, which
Who
they
knows if
absolutely
they're
should
beating
have.
Chicago, but yeah, for sure. No, that's another one that people don't talk about really, because everyone talks about 13, um, 19.
Yeah, even 12, dude. Like I think they won the President's Trophy that year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're thinking of 14. 14,
Maybe
they won
14.
that because it was after they traded Sagan and they were the best team in the league. People shitted on that Sagan trade, but they actually did really well, but they choked to Montreal. Never forget that one either. Milan Lucic with the jet what is that? Just he was flexing.
They were playing Montreal in the playoffs like every year for that stretch, and it was really entertaining, especially because those two teams were so close.
Yeah. Carey Price. I miss Carey Price, dude. I wish that guy was still in the league.
I know.
Sucks what happened to him too.
Yeah, it does.
You know what else was really good is those commercials that were like, what if this didn't happen? Do you know what I'm talking about? and it would like revert. It would start at the end of something. Like say it was the Bobby Orr goal.
And rewind.
Yeah, it would have like just like cinematic music, and it would rewind and be like, "What if Bobby never flew?" or
Yeah.
something like that. That dude, that shit. I was like 12. That would fire me up.
Another thing that came up
As JB
yesterday.
would say, my shirt would be off my back. Sorry, continue.
It was the I believe it was the Hockey Night in Canada, like intro to Game 1 of the 2011 Stanley Cup Finals, like just like a montage of like everything that's happening for the two teams in the game before, and they have some sick music in the background. It was just like so hype.
Mm.
I just wish I
Actually,
had a time machine right now.
yeah, I feel you, man. The days with NBC and Doc Emmerich were real good. He did it. He was such a great announcer. Like his voice was just legendary. His calls off the post with the shot.
Another thing the NHL 36 really reminded me of, because like I mean it was early when we were younger, and then like it was kind of just all happy times from there. But like Bergeron's like the beginning of his career, like he was close to like hanging him up. Like he was really couldn't get away from the injuries. And like when they won that cup, he was only 25, which I think is so crazy because like he's always just acted so mature and been such a leader that like I don't know, I didn't realize he was that young at that time.
Yeah, I was thinking about that recently because like sometimes I think I'm the Bruins general manager, as we all do.
I sit in the seat sometimes too.
Huh?
I said I sit in the seat sometimes too.
Yeah. And then Don Sweeney comes back in, you just run back into the closet and hide. But yeah, I was just thinking about it because I was looking when they won the cup and like what their core was. And yeah, a lot of their core was like 27 and under. Like Marchand was really young too. Like that was his rookie season. And that
Yeah.
team, they had a good mix of the veterans in there. The goalie who was just kind of at the right point in his career where he was like
Two
ready.
elite goalies.
Two elite goalies for sure. Although maybe we can get JB in on this here. I mean,
Should
and I
that be,
understand where he's
should that
coming
be our
from.
next episode debating that? Because I think we got to get into that at some point.
Our entire we do an hour on
No, I mean not like, but I feel like we can
probably
go on
could.
that for a
We
while.
we probably could, honestly. But yeah, I mean we could talk about it now. I mean, I'm an argumentative person, so I didn't even really did I Jesus, spit it out. I didn't even really disagree with what he was saying about it. Um, is he here? Is he still here?
I'm here, boys.
Well, why don't you jump in? I didn't disagree with you, right? But we argued about this for a while, just for fun. But like layout, I mean, do you still feel the same about Tuukka? Like, would you consider
Well,
him?
it's like disassociating from being a Bruins fan. Like I'm not a Tuca hater. Like I didn't all these years absolutely despise having Tuca. I remember sitting on a couch with you watching Tuca's return and being like pumped for it back when we were in college. So like I just want to preface that at the beginning. Like I'm not coming out absolutely hating Tuca. I just think you look at the entire track record and the chances at being, in a cup and winning a cup, and he never got the job done. So like, do I put that all on Tuca? No. I mean, the team had so many opportunities, but I just think in the grand scheme of things, you watched your guy that you idolized and you got more posters than anyone I've ever met has of Tim Thomas. He got the job done. He showed up in a big game, got the job done. Big game I look at 2019, you force a game 7 back in your building. Do I blame that all on Tuca? No. He was kicking. I thought he looked pretty good. But I don't know. I mean, I think there's in some of those games, at some point, the goalie needs to win a game. And even you want to stay on that 2019. I mean, he lost to a younger rookie, Jordan Binnington. So
Mhm.
that's kind of my thought process on it. Like I said, I'm not a Tuca hater. Guy had an unbelievable career with the Bruins. Tons of respect for him. I just think it's hard looking back as a Bruins fan, all those chances, and you got nothing to show for it.
You say he never like stole games, which I think is
No,
crazy.
no.
You're looking
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
okay.
I said we're going back to the games that you can win a Stanley Cup. I'm not saying he didn't steal. I mean, 2019 he had an unbelievable run to even get them into the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
numbers
my
were
main
insane
thing.
in that.
That was
in the,
my main.
But I'm
playoff.
not arguing that point.
No, I
I'm
know
just
you're
saying
not.
with all of these chances,
Well,
he
hold
never
up.
won a cup as the starting goaltender. That's my grief. That's what I'm saying.
I
I
understand.
have nothing against the
And that's
guy,
fact.
nothing against his play. 2019, the reason we were in the cup finals was because of him. I
And
just don't know how you look back at that and he never won a Stanley Cup and you're like, you can't even like argue that point. That's where I'm coming from.
So what's the point then? What's the point that you can't argue? He's not a great goalie. Like what?
well, no, it's the clutch gene. Is his point?
Okay, I mean, you kind of already said it, but like 2019, like I don't put that on him at all. There were some horrible turnovers. Like, I mean, I think there was maybe one bad goal he let in that game, but like,
Plus, they scored one with 40 seconds left.
I just think people get caught up, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but the whole Bruins, Boston just hates on Tuukka Rask. I'm not 98.5. I'm not saying that. I just don't know how anyone can sit there and look at the chances that we've had to win a Stanley Cup. And it's like, this guy was clutch. This guy was unbelievable. He's the most winningest goalie for the Bruins. But when it comes to needing a game 7 in your building, especially that, I don't know. I just think you look back and I needed one cup out of him. That's all I'm saying. We didn't get it. So.
I completely agree. I'll move it to this question then. Is Tuukka Rask a Hall of Famer in your eyes?
I mean, I'm more on the side. I'd like to see guys with a cup get in.
I mean, he has a cup.
Yeah, but like Whitney said, do we really know he has a cup?
Come on, dude. We can't be talking cups. We're not like.
I mean, that's
Like-
like saying if the 23 or 20 23 24 Bruins or 22 23 Bruins won a cup and Omar played the whole thing like but they were a tandem all year. Like, does Jeremy Swayman not have a cup?
No. My thing more.
I mean, that's a completely different
No.
situation. Are
Hold
they
on.
splitting games?
They were-
No, are they splitting games in the playoffs?
No, they
What are
were
you saying, dude?
No,
So
no,
all right,
I'm
no. So Omar goes on a fucking absolute run. Yeah, he won the fucking cup.
Yeah, I agree.
Is his
with
name on the cup? Yeah, it's on the cup. But I mean, the guy's shining fucking water.
It's a nudge. Like, yeah, he obviously like glue guy, probably good guy in the locker room, and he does have a cup officially, but it's not the same as like you played 27 games and won a cup for sure. But real quick, my whole thing that I wanted to say, but you two were going at it like schoolgirls, is he's only been in one game, JB, that they could win the cup. One game. So it was game 7, 2019. I agree that game, like you won a cup for sure. But my whole argument as a goalie, obviously I'm going to be a goalie guy, was just that I think it's just being a little too hard on the guy. Like, yeah, maybe he wasn't the most clutch ever, but if you do look at his playoff numbers, they're good. They're very good, actually. I don't have them. Yeah, I don't have them in front of me. I forget. I feel like at one point he was like the best active goalie in terms of playoff numbers. So I get what you're saying.
I mean, I've never won a cup. I've never played a game in the NHL. So for us to even be having the conversation is kind of stupid. But it's still that thing of like, all right, the guy's numbers are unbelievable. He did like, all right, he has a cup that he didn't win. Like that's more so like my take on it. Like, it's just I don't care if it was you have one game that we're talking about 2019 that he could have won that they didn't. It's not all on him, right? I mean, that game was a 4-0 game. The Bruins really like they came out, I thought, flying, but it kind of died down and they just couldn't get back in the game. That's not on him. I just think though, like Tuukka Rask as a whole, it's like his numbers are unbelievable. I think 20 years from now, you look back on it, do those numbers really like matter that much? Boston had the chance to win so many cups that they didn't. So like
JB, they won't matter as much as if he won 2 cups. That's damn sure. You won't hear an argument from me on that at all. But it almost goes into the other thing that we've talked about on this before, where like it's just the players, like not the goalie, not the center, not the right wing, not the coach, like that group of players, as much as we all love them and they got us a cup, like that's like you said, we're sitting in chairs here talking about it in July. So obviously these guys are, you know, 0.001% of something. They're legends. So I think it just kind of goes to that though. Like it's more so of that than I think you can put it on Tuukka. But I hear what you're saying. Like we don't have to keep going back and forth with this. He didn't get it done in certain moments. Like if you listen to Lose Yourself by Eminem, maybe he didn't lose himself in the moment. One shot. Maybe he didn't, necessarily do that. But I think, the whole team kind of fell into that a few different times. But anyway, let's talk about something on a little bit of a lighter
Okay, so let's get an answer to the question. Hall of Famer or no?
I think he was saying no.
I said no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike?
I did have one last thing, I guess, with
Mike,
that.
I want your answer before you move forward.
I mean, I think yes. I don't think, like, I definitely think you should weigh cups. I just don't think you could ever not let somebody in just because they didn't have a cup.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you say Joe Thornton's in, JB? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a tough comparison going player to goalie.
I
But
don't think it's tough at all.
I mean, it's going to be like an agree to disagree.
I
Like we've
agree
had
with
this
you.
fight so many
I
times,
agree with
guys.
you. We're gonna
It's
agree.
like we're not. I don't know. It's just my take. I can't be any more brutally honest. You guys don't agree. You don't agree, but I just don't.
But you
I don't
also
know. I
won't
mean, you
back
have
down. Like you won't sit there and go, you know what? That's kind of reasonable. You'll just fucking you'll just fight tooth and nail. So we're trying to see if we can push you a little
well
bit.
because it's just like you. No, no. You asked me for an honest take, and I give it to you. But like to just keep hashing it out, it's like, do I see your side of it? I
Okay. Well,
100%.
how about this though?
I
Just
just
answering
don't.
that question. Why do you think it's tough forward to goal? Like, would you have Joe Thornton in?
I think yes. I think like his impact on the overall game, and just I mean the guy had over 1,000 points. Like I don't know. I
Okay,
just
but
think.
hold on though. Like when you're talking playoffs, the guy was in the playoffs a lot. They went to the finals. Like
I mean, I don't have the
they,
stat sheet in front of me, dude, and how many appearances, like how many cup finals did he make?
well, I'm not asking you to. I'm
He only
just
made
saying
one.
that like he had opportunities to be the guy that steps up and buries a overtime winner. So I'm just asking why
I
it,
think we should honestly put Rask's number up in the rafters. I think is what we should do.
I think that's a harder feat than getting into the Hall of Fame, though,
yeah,
personally.
he's being sarcastic.
Okay. I didn't pick up on that.
Anyway, all right, he won't let up, so we'll move on. This is Tim Thomas related. Which how about this? Let's find a point of agreement. He was chirping me a little bit for having posters of Tim Thomas, and I absolutely do. I'm not going to deny that. They aren't signed, which I'm an adult now. I really don't care, but they've just been there. I should probably move out of my mom's house, but that's a whole different thing. It's tough out there. It's a tough world. But there was a picture of Tim Thomas that just got posted on that account Bar Down. It's like TSN's social media account or whatever. Tim Thomas in Dallas. That honestly is kind of an interesting thing to bring up. Like, do you guys remember pretty much after he won the cup, all that shit that happened? Like, he went to Dallas, Florida. It really tailspun, but there was a comment that I just thought was funny. So it was a picture of him in Dallas. He had his Florida pads on, a forward helmet on. And I was looking in the comments just because I thought it was a funny picture. And someone goes, "Dude shattered Vancouver and just dipped." Because that remember they
He didn't only shatter it, he burnt it to the ground.
yeah, exactly. So I thought that was pretty funny. Um, Tim Thomas is a legend, man, and he was the first. This is not a fact, so you could fact check. I could be wrong, but I think he was the first athlete to not like go to the White House after a championship because of politics.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
that's
remember
probably
hearing
not
that.
true, but I remember he didn't go, but I'm sure
You
there's
know,
been somebody
you
that
know,
did.
like even if you don't like, I'm not saying I agree with that, but now every year, like I think whole teams have
I
said
mean,
no.
I think that's more of because Trump, people don't like Trump, but
Yeah, but that's politics.
yeah, no, I know. Did you guys see the Shane Gillis thing where he was talking about Trump and he was like, guy doesn't know ball. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's like, this guy's special. He's the one who catches the ball.
Yeah.
It's so true, honestly, because like, I mean, I love Trump, but like he he just like says the most like obvious things.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like when he meets people too, he just gives them like a generic compliment. He's like, "You're beautiful. Wow, look at you. You're so big and beautiful." He doesn't even know who the fuck they are. I've loved your stuff. Keep doing it.
Hey, fake it till you make it, boys. I love it.
Well, yeah, he's doing all right with it. But I'm glad you brought up the Shane Gillis thing because did you see the joke he had about the WNBA?
Yeah, the Caitlin Clark one too. Apparently, he's getting a lot of heat for that, or Sports Center is, or whatever.
People are such pussies. JB, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw clips.
All right, I'm also gonna let this fly because who cares? Um, see the WNBA is like pay us what we're worth or whatever. That's like so crazy. That league
Dude, they
loses
came out in t-shirts, bro.
$20 million a year. Like, how unaware could you be of your situation? Like, the NBA funds them. Like, they're literally donating to you guys to run around on a court with a ball.
And they make like what, 80 grand or something, like what a Target manager makes
Yeah, I mean,
playing ball. Like they're playing pro basketball. And one day they'll make a lot more money. It just is gonna take time.
the
People have
one person that has like actually like been bringing revenue to the league, Caitlin Clark. Honestly, she's a baller. Like, I hate the WNBA, but she's pretty sick.
yeah,
Like, they all fucking hate her, and they just go at her.
yeah, yeah. That's a good point. It's like which is you kind of want that because it does generate a lot of Jesus Christ, dude, I can't speak today. News and media, I think I was gonna combine that. But like headlines and stuff like that, because people are bringing her into like fights all the time. But
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. I mean, she's the star of the league and people are trying to kill her. She's fiery though. She is. And honestly, she's inspiring probably a generation of little girls playing basketball.
sure, for
And
sure.
that sport will grow eventually. Like we're a pro women's pod, but I agree with you, Jake. Like at the end of the day, it is about what the income is. I saw Draymond Green talking about it.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I know exactly what we were about to say.
Yeah, and he was even saying to them like, what are you guys talking about? It doesn't it's crazy. And they do that in other sports too.
Remember his quote?
No, what did he say?
He goes, "I'll pay them $200,000 a year to shut the fuck up."
That's actually unreal. I love that. He's a wild card too. I mean, I'm not necessarily his biggest fan, but isn't he isn't even playing right now. They like suspended him for a season because he was a nut job. Am I
Is
right?
that true? I feel like that can't be a whole season.
We honestly we should do this podcast where we don't fact check anything that we say and we
Start making stuff up.
let it fly, dude. Like just craziest shit you could think of. He kicked someone in the dick. I know that for sure. I've seen it. Um, yeah, but I guess the thing I was saying about the WNBA was the joke was his friend's wife is a black woman, his friend Matt McCusker, and he had the camera aimed to them, mainly his wife, and it was like everyone, four-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here, like clap it up. Everyone's clapping it up, and he's like, I'm fucking with you. That's not a WNBA player. I was just proving none of you know any WNBA players. So that was pretty good. And then what was the Caitlin Clark was something about nailing threes, right? And then he said,
Yeah, it's about we're two white people from the Midwest, and we nail a bunch of threes or something like that. Which
yeah.
that was funny. The
Then
Waffle House one was really
I was
funny.
gonna say the second part of that is probably what people didn't like.
Yeah,
He said she'll go back to her like her real career of
Her hometown post retirement and work at a Waffle House and do what she does best, fight a bunch of angry black women.
That's a really good joke. Like,
That is a good joke.
if people have a problem with that, then honestly, like people just hear like racial words and they're like, you can't even talk about that. It's like, why? It's funny. All right, how about this? I got some light for you guys. Quick. Penalty shot for your life. You got to pick a player. They got one shot, one opportunity.
TJ Oshie.
Oh, you're stealing this answer, aren't you?
Yeah, I looked at your notes beforehand.
No, didn't you see? Because I got this from somebody asked Matt Kachuk this on a golf course or something. I saw the clip.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So never mind. That's a good one though.
I'm
Jake?
going with the Magic Man, Pavel Datsuk.
That's pretty good. My answer is Pavel Barber.
Wow.
Guy's gonna try like a backhand Michigan. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat, dude.
The only thing like about that, like I think that's actually a pretty good answer, but the only thing is like he's not in the NHL, so like how would he do against like actual NHL goalies?
Maybe it gives you a little bit of insight on how I'm doing, Jake. Maybe I'm like, you know what? Flip a fucking coin, dude. Let's see what he can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he does something sick. It would be unreal. It's like going to the casino. Really don't have much else, man. I mean, Jake, you talked about the Canada thing, Team Canada, who would be in or out.
I mean, you probably know, Mike, where I have answer on this question, but
Yeah,
a
I
young
think
guy, I feel like we're gonna it's especially with more roster spaces for the Olympics than Four Nations, there's gonna be some young guys that are added to this roster. I mean, a name like Bedard, Wyatt Johnson, Macklin Celebrini are in discussion. I want to know, or if you guys have another guy you have in mind, who do you think?
I mean, it's tough. It's a tough question, Jake, because I really don't know like what are the names. I mean, Macklin Celebrini, I think would be probably a good answer. Maybe take Jarvis out. Uh, Other than that, I really don't know who else didn't make it, like big names, you know. Oh, maybe you know what? I just remembered this. Mark Shelf. Jesus Christ, Mike, get it together. Shifley.
Thought he was,
Shifley would be good at.
thought he was on the team, was he not?
No, I remember hearing about that when it came out. It just came back to me.
JB, what do you think?
I mean, I'll just say another name just to throw it out there, but Connor Bedard. I think he has a big season this year.
Yeah.
I think he comes out cooking. Seen a ton of clips of him doing off ice stuff and even on ice summer training. So I think there's going to be a time where Connor Bedard is dominant like he once was.
I like that, honestly, because I did see those videos and he is a nut. I could see him just being like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna come out and just shove it in everyone's face this year. Because people are starting to, I mean, Jake, we were talking about in the couple of pods ago. You were like, I don't think he's gonna be as good as Celebrini. So we'll see. He's young.
Yeah. I feel very strongly about that. I mean, I am a Celebrini fan, but I don't know. I think that kid is going to be special and keep taking strides. I mean, he was almost a point per game last year, just under.
I'll take things a pedophile said for $200.
Okay. I think he's going to win multiple cups. I think he's going to make this Team Canada team next year. Yeah. Feel very strongly about that. I've been getting fights in comment sections with pigeons all week because they're ranking like U25, U23 players. There's some people ahead of Celebrini that I think is pretty eye raising for me.
Like who?
Wyatt Johnson, Jake Sanderson.
Maybe they're saying ahead of him right now because Wyatt Johnson's probably what 3 years older than him.
Yeah, he was drafted in 21.
So maybe they're just saying like,
I still think he's better than him right now.
all right, well, DM him. Maybe he'll respond or something. I don't know. I had a thought. I had a thought on I forgot to add about the Hughes thing. Do you guys remember hearing when Quinn Hughes it was kind of Quinn Hughes rumors where the GM came out, the old guy, what is his name? Rutherford. He was sitting there and he's like, yeah, Hughes wants to play with his brother. And we're fucked. Like we're trying to keep him, but we're gonna try to get Luke and Jack to come over here, but what else can we do? I was just thinking about how sick that would be if all three Hughes played on a team. And it kind of reminded me of the NBA a little bit. Like I wonder if not in a bad way, people might think that, but I wonder if the NHL gets a little more NBA where they start trying to build more of a super team because I feel like the Panthers are a super team right now. If somebody's going to take them out, we're going to need to almost kind of stack another team. What do you guys think?
There's definitely going to have to be another team assembled that is going to take down Florida. I mean, they're unbelievable. They've gone back to back. So I agree with you. I think we're going to have to put together. Maybe Mike can be the GM of it.
Yeah, make a wish. I mean, we were talking in the DMs or whatever in a group chat, and we're obviously Bruins just jock sniffers. Like our noses are brown, and it's a pipe dream. If Connor McDavid ever came to the Bruins, though, that would be such a electric way to take that team down. Imagine they go out and win again next year, and then the year prior or the year following, the Bruins get McDavid and just take him out. God, a man has to dream. If I can't dream, then what can I do?
Love to see Eichel too.
Yeah, either or would be a blessing.
Could see that happening. Comes back to Boston, local kid. It's what the Bruins need. I've said it since day one. I don't think they're that far off, boys. I think we're missing a couple key pieces in the train. I think we're back in it.
I mean, I think it takes one guy like that, like Eichel or McDavid comes, you can easily build around that so well. Especially like you just drafted Higgins. You get Eichel next year. You have Eichel 1C with playing with Pasta. Higgins potentially 2C if he's ready. And then you have Elias Lindholm on your 3C. How do you beat a team like that? Like it's pretty easy to fill the pieces around from there.
Yeah, and your fourth line is Janot, Corrali, and Kostelic, and you got McDavid, or Eichel.
My back hairs just lifted my shirt off my back.
Yeah, wait a minute, JB can walk again
Yeah.
without crutches. Just the idea of
I just fell to my knees, dude, and it didn't even hurt.
Could move that Florida pick for a piece at the deadline too. The Bruins are winning the cup.
imagine that too. Like imagine if they beat the Panthers and had their first round pick. We need this shit, man. I mean, I know we were just talking about it, right? Like they won a cup, but they also missed on all these chances. They were so good for a while. We were lucky to be fans, especially such loser fans who watch every single game and get little chubs.
I don't think that's loser fans. That's a true fan.
I know. I'm just saying we've had this conversation. Maybe me and JB have, but there is a side of it where it's like, all right, these are 25 grown men that you're like putting maybe some of your mental health and your hopes and dreams into. Maybe you should just do it in your own life, which is why we started this podcast to talk about them. But
it's sports, man. It's manly.
I'm just saying that we're so aggressively fans that we were lucky to have such a good team to be a fan of, and that probably played a role in us being huge fans of the game. But we need some redemption, man. They stabbed us, they kicked us while we're down, they pissed on us. It's fucked.
Oh, what do you guys think about? I know you listen every week, Mike, but I don't know about JP. Wit on I believe it was last week's pod or the week before, him saying if the Bruins are top 5 worst in the league, they are definitely getting Gavin McKenna. Like the league will make it happen. What do you think about that? Because I, in a way, kind of agree.
I've said this for a while. It's definitely rigged, and I think they summed it up on their podcast. It's just if you can throw Connor McDavid to New Jersey, Phoenix, Arizona, or Edmonton. I mean, if he's the best player since Wayne Gretzky, obviously people would not maybe disagree with that, but it's just It's just logical. It's a business. You gotta make a. That's a huge move. It's a huge decision. So that's my thought.
I agree. I mean, original six team, kind of on the brink of getting back into it. I could see that happening.
I don't think they're gonna be there though. Personally.
McDavid, McKenna. Like,
Yeah. At that point, it's just like we got an embarrassment of riches. It's too many guys. I don't think they're gonna be there. I personally think that the way they built this team here, I think they're gonna be competitive. I think the worst case here is that what we almost talked about potentially doing last year is like they might barely miss the playoffs. And it's like that's the worst place to be in, especially after you got the seventh overall pick and we're fifth to last place.
yeah.
But
I mean, I think would kind of be the best case scenario, to be honest with you. I mean, this isn't a team that's going to win the cup next year, and they're not that close to it. So, if you could be bad for another year, get another top 5 pick.
I agree. But
I mean, like obviously, I don't want to see my team lose like that again. But like looking in the bigger picture, like yeah,
well, I think that that's more of the argument though, is because they were almost in the playoffs before they sold. So it's like, all right, you tank again. Well, what does that mean for the players that are on your roster? Like the Pavel Zakas, the David Pastrnak, Morgan Geekie, Hampus Lindholm, Charlie McAvoy, Jeremy Swayman. That means they all either were injured or sucked. And that means you're not going to be good the year after that. So it's like if you aren't competitive, if you're in the bottom 5 again, you got much bigger issues going on. Obviously now you have potentially McKenna who could be great, but who the fuck knows, dude? The kid's 17 years old. Like Connor McDavid just lost back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals to the Florida Panthers. And he's 28. He's 10 years in, you know?
yeah. I mean, to be fair though, like that Oilers team had pretty much nothing when he got there.
Yeah,
Like, there's already massive pieces in Boston.
that's a good point for sure. I just think the better hope is like you build the team that's competitive and then you find a way to add like one or two things. Like JB was just saying it. Like they're really not that far away. The only issue is their pieces that they're missing are big pieces.
And it's hard to get those pieces. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
but you could also argue like the Edmonton Oilers are in a really tough spot right now. They can't beat the Florida Panthers and they have no money and they have to pay their guys like Bouchard, obviously pay McDavid, whatever, but like they just have to keep increasing the money of these guys. They can't afford more depth and improving their team. It's like they have all the pieces. They just are missing. What are they missing right now? The Bruins. They're missing a number one center, which is at least top 3 hardest things to find.
Scoring throughout their lineup besides one player.
Well, you could argue if you get one more guy in there who can put 25, 30 in, that changes things a lot. You don't
It does, just because from the depth perspective of it, one person now re-changes that lineup, pushes guys back into spots. We've seen it happen. Charlie Coyle should not have been a top 6 player.
To be fair, we had a guy like that and we traded him.
Who?
Brad Marchand.
Yeah, but that's kind of, and trust me, I'm as bittersweet about that as anybody, but that's just kind of a different thing given his age.
I mean, did you see what he did in the playoffs?
No, but
We go to Tuukka Rask 2.0. Here we go.
No, but we're talking about also adding a 1C. They have to like reset, and they drafted someone who maybe could be that. Maybe Eichel next year, maybe McDavid. Let's just manifest it right now. McDavid's coming. But the point I'm saying is like, okay, you get that 1C, it's hard, but if you get that, and then you get one other goal scorer, this team honestly would be stacked, depending on who the 1C is, you know? So I don't think Brad Marchand right now makes his team that much better. He does make them better, but he doesn't get them to beat the Panthers, which is why they traded him.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, but I mean, Eichel, McDavid would be unbelievable, but it's a far-fetched thing. You can't rely on it. There's some other rumors going around. McTavish in Anaheim.
Didn't he sign? Or
No,
you
he's
didn't?
not signed. There's
Oh, Kako signed today. Never mind. That's what.
he's big in the trade rumors right now. All right. Well, look, we've been going long here. Let's end it on this. Funniest favorite hockey terms. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm going to take 6 of them, so you guys have no choices.
Jesus.
No, I am going to take 2 though. Tommy Sticks is an honorable mention just because I think Paul Bissonnette is one of the greatest things that the game of hockey, or at least the media side of it, has seen in years. And just some of the things that come out of that guy's mouth are hilarious. Talking about tummy sticks. If you really Google what that is, or Urban Dictionary, it's a very funny way to describe 2 guys kind of chopping it up who play on different teams and being a little too having a little too much fun with the opposition. And the other one is pigeon tossed, what Matt Kachuk did to me at the Elbow Room. I just think it's a great term. Pigeons are the bottom of the barrel. You just toss a pigeon like it's nothing. So those are mine. What do you guys have?
I was gonna say pigeon, but you just said pigeon toss. So JB, if you say something, I'll come up with another one.
Yeah, I think for something that I say a decent amount would be beauty. I think it rolls off the tongue nicely. Commonly used. That's what I got.
Like it.
All right. I like Muppet.
Mm.
Like you look like a Muppet right now.
Yeah, Jake, you're a Muppet.
Also, something that I've been saying a lot recently is that's nails. I like that one.
That's a good one. I like nail gun.
Nail gun's good.
Because that's just such a visual description.
But the absolute takes the cake is that's gross.
That's gross.
I said that in our men's league game the other night, and I was like, oh my God, that's us.
Oh my God.
Someone scored a sick goal, and I was like, let's go. Let's fire.
Say, ew, that's gross. And with that, we'll send it off. Good chatting with you guys. If you're listening, seriously, see a psychologist or a mental health therapist. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.